that to embarrass you? I don't know why he thought I'd be embarrassed by that. If I need $100, I need $100, and I'm not embarrassed to ask for it if I need it. Why? I mean, like, what? Why would I be embarrassed? I need $100. What is there to be embarrassed about? So it's like when he's like, was I a friend when you asked me to borrow $100? It didn't matter. I didn't care about whether you were a friend or not. I needed $100. That was all I cared about in that moment. I wasn't thinking about friend business. I wasn't thinking about none of that. I was thinking about I need $100. Sure.
Hey, so it's Tink. I just watched Keke Jabbar live, and I have a lot to say. This is really off the cuff, and I'm just going to say I'm probably going to get a little bit emotional because I'm very, very sad for it right now. I'm going to try not to be long, okay, y'all? But I see someone... I see Keke as someone that's battling with her newfound fame. And it's just so sad that she wasn't really fully prepared. You know, like how most people would have like a media kit, or they'll have PR, like Mel has Dawn. And, you know, Letitia have her set of people. Keke have her people, but they're not, in my opinion, she don't have people in place for stuff like this, controversy. That's the reason why people were able to infiltrate her and her mom as quickly and as soon as they did, is because she don't really have that setup like most of the cast members on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all, I literally stopped eating to make this video because it's really bothering me. One, me and Keke is supposed to interview real soon. So I definitely want y'all to make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, so that you'll be notified of that. And then also, and just getting back to the whole live, for some reason, Keke feel obligated to explain herself to a group of strangers that's going to have their own opinion about her regardless of any. While I understand that this started with Anthony and Mel's beef, it has shifted into something more diabolical to me. And I used that word in my first video, and I'm going to use it again. This was a very calculated move. On a lot of people's part. I'm not just going to say Anthony. I just feel like a lot of people took advantage of who Keke was at her heart. And you can tell a person that's malicious because they're going to continue to do malicious things. And when I say malicious, I'm talking about gossip. You know, and let me say this, because I've said this on my TikTok before. I've said several times, there's a difference between envy and jealous. Now, I don't use the word jealousy and envy often in my circle. And my circle is very small these days, but I don't use that. I don't like to even think that people are jealous of me because, baby, we are all one and the same. You know, we are all going after the same things in our own ways. So I don't never want anybody to be in my circle that's jealous or envy of me. I don't want it. But that doesn't mean I don't know the difference. The difference between envy and jealousy to me is a person that's envy of you, they would literally unalive you to get to where they want to go. Wherever they're trying to get to, whether that's fame or they're trying to get into school, what have you. If you make it before them, they would literally unalive you to make for sure that they do it before you. Person that is jealous, in my opinion, is somebody, they may, you know, you may make straight A's and B's, and that was your targeted goal for the year. And you tell this person and they say, oh, well, I mean, I've been doing that. I mean, that's nothing new over here, you know, something like that. That's jealous. Not that I would align myself with somebody that have that ideology or that is made up like that. I would never, because I'm not that person, right? Being said in this video, it's my own opinions. Getting back to Keke Jabbar. There was some people that was situated around her. She did not realize that was envious of her in her relationships. I'm not calling no names. Some people that may have thought that she shouldn't be in the position that she's in right now. Because she is in this position, I'm going to do whatever it takes to destroy her position. Let me tell you why I feel this way. Keke is lightweight. She's like an infant when it comes to this social media game. Keke, I really hope you listen to my video because I'm really concerned at this point. It's so important that we trust our intuition and our discernment and never turn down any red flag. For me, my gut feelings always come literally in my gut. Then it's a thought. And then there's a vision. Once it becomes a vision, I know you ain't right. And then, the feeling. You're going to feel it. I need us to tap into that because that's going to keep us out of harm's way. I understand exactly why Keke Jabbar see fit that she and Stormy become friends and remain that way because she don't have any alliances. And to be honest, Melody said herself that anybody she brought on the show, she said, build your own relationships. You know why? Because you have to be able to stand on your own. Live that I just saw of Keke, right? Keke was talking about everything that's happening on social media. And in these groups, they are talking reckless. Honestly felt like Keke had a story to tell y'all. And that's why I did not give up. And I'm not going to give up on Keke because Keke, to me, is somebody that is just genuine. And you don't find too many genuine people these days. And I most definitely hate that she is on this side of social media right now with the backlash. Now, every cast member is going to have their day, their moment, their season where, they're going to be antagonized. They're going to be on a hot seat. Some people can handle it. Some people don't. Some people refuse to respond. Some don't. They just choose not to. What I'm concerned about is, though, I heard the recording of Keke. And I heard her bring up, or someone brought up to her, a contract that they were supposed to sign with Love and Marriage Huntsville. She said she's not sure if she signed that paperwork or not, but she don't remember it. Her words, not mine. Apparently, there was another piece of the contract where the cast members had to sign an NDA not to disclose any scenes from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I don't know what the consequences are, but if I had to guess, I would think that it's up to termination or maybe suspension, maybe. I don't know how that works. Y'all tell me in the y'all tell me in the comments. How does that work? And that came up constantly throughout the conversation with Keke, is that there was a breach in the contract. So my question would be to Keke and others that know more about this industry. If there is a breach of contract, do you think there's enough evidence out there against Keke to where producers can sue, or I don't know who would actually pursue the lawsuit, but Carlos, I guess, to pursue a lawsuit against Keke? I don't think they would go that far, but you never know because we have Maurice out here, which we will talk about at a later time, but we have Maurice out here threatening to sue bloggers, and he chose to go to Carlos first before he came to social media. And Carlos basically told him to give the content creator some time to take the video down. And he pursued that advice that Carlos gave him. So I'm guessing Carlos will be the one to pull the trigger on this lawsuit. See him doing anything like that. I know a lot of people got a lot of bad things to say about Carlos, but I just don't see him as a type to want to drag her down even more than what she is right now. Although she says that everything is well, you can tell that something is not right. I don't know. And I'm not saying that she's on drugs. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is something is not right in the sense of, I don't know if this is Keke's way of attempting to clean up this story about her leaking information to the blogs, because let's be honest, I've heard that blogger, Anthony, I've heard him say several times that he had many sources. And I told y'all in my last video that only got 220 views. That's all right, though. That's all right. I appreciate the 9,700 of y'all. I do. But I heard him say that he had many sources. And I also heard one of the other cast members, before they actually got their contract, I heard their voice on a recorded call that he recorded. I'm starting to feel like this was all planned, y'all. I'm leaning more towards this. Keke is just like chess pieces on the board. I feel like everything is on schedule for whomever created this plot against the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville. All of them are being attacked at this point. And I say that because it's not just Keke that this is damaging to. This is Marceau, Maurice, Martell, Kimmy, all of them. They're all going to feel the consequences of this scene being leaked. They're probably going to have strict contracts at this point. Moving on to my number one point as to why I grabbed my phone and got my ass in a car to record this video for y'all real quick. Find it very freaking interesting, right? Very interesting that this all started months ago, right? From a post that was posted by this blogger, Anthony. He posted on his wall, "Would y'all," and I'm paraphrasing, but he posted, "Would y'all hold Melody Holt accountable if y'all knew she did something I don't know. I don't remember his exact words, but if she did something, would y'all hold her accountable, basically? And then he started crying. From my understanding, he went live. He started crying, and then Mel popped up and was like, what's going on?" And he basically said that one of his family members had passed away. Right? You've been keeping up. You should have heard that multiple times at this point. I started with a post, right? During that time, Anthony, you said that you were concerned that Mel, I don't know if you were saying Mel or the cast, so I'm not clear on that. But you were concerned that the show, some people on the show would cause Keke to relapse, right? What do you think you're doing at this moment in time? Could you not be the reason that she may slip? Should we hold you accountable if that's a possibility? Because not only did you drag her mom down in this fight against Mel, you dragged the very same person that you said you were going to protect. While I understand it is hot in the kitchen, I understand that you have got to get some of this heat off of you. I really want you to sit with that. Could you be a part of the reason why Keke take 10 steps back from her sobriety? Now, I'm not concerned one way or another about it. I just thought about this because I found it interesting. And respectfully, I'm asking this question because I don't beef with people, y'all. I don't do all that. You know, I say what I have to say and move on. I don't get involved most times. Y'all see what I do over here. I just be in my own bubble. I have to pose that question because this all started because you made a post about holding Mel accountable if Keke relapsed. Can we not say the same for you? Because now her job is on the line. She has some things backed up, right? Just moved into a new home, right? During this live, the producer sent a message to Keke for her to call him or her, and she did. I saw that there was a part 2, but I had to come out to part 1 because my heart is broken. And as I said before, Keke is representing us underdogs. There's so many people that can learn from Keke's experience with her whole story, and not just with the pills, but with her kids. Family drama, dysfunction, breaking cycles, you know, at some point, etc., etc. But I just find it very interesting. Like I said, Keke, you my girl. And I hate to even be addressing you in this manner, but I have to ask, why didn't you listen to the bloggers when they told you to stop fooling with Anthony? I don't know if this is a fireable offense. I surely hope not. But I can see it being very hard for you to stay on the show moving forward, Keke. Now, I absolutely want to see you on there, girl. You know I do. But you have to realize, friend, that everybody has a preconceived notion of who you are. Some people just don't see it for people who've stumbled in life as you have. That's not your job to make them feel a way about people who's had the same fight as you. Your job is to represent for the underdog. I want to see you soar. And then, you know, the next thing, my mind just went somewhere else. Marcel and Letitia, y'all are the ones that sat on national TV and did Keke like this. No remorse, no nothing. Turn around and say, I'm done with her. You can't trust her. But you trusted her to go find information on your husband. Trusted her to watch your children. You also trusted her enough to give her allegedly get $300 from her to go to the Beyonce concert. I feel like a lot of people is toying with Keke, and it's pissing me off. It bothers me to watch people get taken advantage of. Before I tear this video even longer than what it is today, y'all, it is really bothering me that Keke is going live and talking about this, because I don't know how much the producers are going to stand for it. For 2, I don't know like how that would look for the other cast. You got to think about the show in its entirety, Keke, because now you're hurting your friend Mel. This is hurting her more than helping her, friend. And I'm just being honest. I need you to get a team of people that is solid, so that they can help you build your social media persona, especially somebody that can handle controversy. That way you won't have the stresses of trying to say the right thing on the camera, because the thing about the camera, it never forgets what you say. And you know damn well social media at this point ain't never gonna forget. Y'all, I'm gonna end it right here, but I'll be back with some more commentary on the Keke versus Anthony saga. I definitely want to hear y'all thoughts on it. And literally, I didn't plan for this video. This was just something that was on my heart, and I had to say it. It really just bothered my spirit to see her on social media fighting this fight by herself, for 1. For 2, it just seemed like it's getting worse, because now the producers are calling to interrupt your live. That's never a good sign, babe. No matter how much they smile and laugh on the phone, it may not be a good look right now. I'm praying that everything works out for the greater good. This is a nightmare.